Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Nick Talks. Little Friday update, a little different setting. Office is under maintenance, so I figured I'd do it out here. And, it's nice to get some fresh air anyways. Hope everybody's doing good. We are rounding some corners over here, so I hope you guys are doing the same. Yeah, I've just, I don't know what's been going on. I've just kind of been snapping out of it lately, where I just realized that I was just so, I guess arrogance would be the word. I just had such a high opinion of myself without earning it. Like, the opinion of myself was disconnected from the actions that would inspire such an opinion. Essentially, my respect for myself was untethered to actions that would garner respect, which is dangerous. Means that, that's insanity, or at the very least, delusion, right? Having an opinion that is not backed by factual information. So basically I just realized that I'm not doing the work that I thought that I was. And I'm actually doing no work. And now I'm finding that, I am doing work. I'm not doing nothing, but not all of the work that could be done. And I'm finding that in the past, I've talked about there are many seasons of my life that had a lot of growth and a lot of positive aspects of which I try to bring into the present, kind of excavate from past events. And I think that I'm realizing that in many areas I thought that I was special or cool or smart or whatever. I had some innate abilities, some talents that came with me at birth. And now I'm realizing that that's not quite the case. And more realistically, all of the things that I've been most proud of were things that I worked really hard on. Almost strictly or entirely as a consequence of school. Of being in school and having to learn a bunch of different things and try different things and do different things. It all kind of accidentally amounted to what I was to become, and that I've been kind of sucking on that teat ever since, thinking that I'm just Mr. Cool Guy, but it's actually, the environment that had shaped me. I obviously had a part to play. There were choices that I made and ways that I was pushing myself that was doing it, but the point is that the action is what was delivering the outcome. I wasn't just getting the outcome because I deserved it or because I was special or whatever. You know what I mean? Which is both good and bad. It makes sense. It tracks because that's kind of the whole line of thinking that I've been going down, is that I'm not really made of anything different than everyone else is. Meaning that just as I believe I can accomplish anything that someone else does, anyone else can accomplish what I can as well. Because we're all made of the same shit. And if you just push it in the right way, clay molds to whatever you want it to, it's all clay. And so tracking that downstream, obviously, then we are creating. Then relatively nothing is of talent. There are things that come with you at birth. There are things that are part of your early programming, but everything else is created from input, whether your environment or you, nature or nurture or both. And so instead of appropriately categorizing things as nurture or nature, I put everything in the nurture box, as in I have created this. It has been created within me. Nature box, when in reality it should be nurture. But that's good. That's good. Because now, if it is all achievable through action, then that means that it's in my control. right? I don't have to be grateful that I was born knowing everything, because I can work to achieve that. And I can be grateful for other things that I was given. Which is cool. So, that's a little bit of a realization that we've had coming here. Which I think is important to keep around. That's something that I don't want to lose that again, because when I lose that, I take things for granted more, and I'm not working as hard, and I'm more big-headed and egotistical and arrogant, just filled to the brim with hubris. And I don't want that. I'd rather be eye on the ball, or at least have a correct understanding of where these things are coming from. And my understanding be rooted in reality, not in delusion, not in the way that I wish it was, but the way that it actually is. But anyways, so that being said, I've started doing cardio, which is like the big three that I've been fucking avoiding, the big three habits that I've been basically jacking myself off, just doing everything else in my life other than these three things, and that's meditation, cardio, and language. And to some extent, yoga and stretching, which is also on the list. But the other ones are definitely bigger. And started cardio a couple days ago, and I fucking destroyed my back like an idiot doing deadlifts. So, haven't done cardio in a couple days, but I've had the Waking Up app from Sam Harris. Big Sam Harris fan. That guy's pretty cool. I've had his app for a while, and I hadn't done anything with it, but I just created an account, and I started day one. So meditation is a go. I just figure I've attempted meditation in the past with no real direction or understanding of what I was trying to do and why. I mean, loosely, obviously, but not with any real goals or direction. There was no path that I was trying to follow. I was just sitting with myself, and I didn't really get what I was trying to do, and therefore could not really get any wisdom out of it. But Sam Harris pitches a pretty good gig, and he starts it off slow, and so I figured it might be good because it's a practice that I want to commit to lifelong. It's like the gym for my mind, essentially, and just keeping myself on track and in the right place, and again, creating systems to avoid this delusion that I've fallen into of inappropriately misaligning things in my life. So language is next. I try to be careful about piling too much shit on at once, though, because I get all excited and I do a bunch of stuff, and then I fucking stop doing everything. And I like tacking things on one at a time, but also these things are so long overdue that it might just be a real act of discipline to just start them now, because I'm just delaying, and especially regarding language, the longer I put it off, the harder it's going to be. I'm 24 now, and brain plasticity starts going down after 25. Obviously not as soon as I turn fucking 25, but the point is, that's next year. So I'm no longer a young baby mind that can just absorb. Obviously, it still can, but that ability is reaching its twilight years. And relatively, obviously, I'm not thinking. I fucking understand how neuroplasticity works, essentially. I don't need any comments saying, "You're a fucking idiot." At least not about that. Yeah. And I started listening to my fucking boy, Alan Watts, again. Today, actually. And already, dude, guy is just a fountain of wisdom. Just spitting. And I just learned today that all of, or at least most of his speeches were done without preparation and without writing, or with very little writing at least, which is amazing. And that's what I want to go for, man. That's the skill that I've always wanted to continuously master, is having clarity of thought, clarity of mind, and I've gotten good at it in the past. I wouldn't even say masterful in the past, but pretty good. Excuse me, pretty good. And that's just putting everything in the right spot so that I can retrieve it actively. And when I go on tangents, when I go on a rant, I can essentially pace through the corridors of my mental library, and there's not shit all over the floor that I'm tripping over, because everything's on the shelves and it's labeled correctly and put in the right section and everything. But that's not how it is now, and I can feel this slipping. And as I've said in the past, I think that, a partial diagnosis would be my lung capacity, because I can notice an immediate difference when I just shave off 5-10 pounds and my lungs don't have to work so hard. Sleep better, I think better. I think better because I sleep better, and I think better because I'm getting more oxygen. Even just doing breathwork practices, I can feel my mind working more clearly, more quickly, sharper, clearer, whatever. Yeah, so that's what I hope to achieve with meditation. I hope, among other things. And I think just listening to Alan Watts, I mean, that's what inspired such growth when I was fucking 17, 16. Mentally, anyways, and perhaps even spiritually. But yeah, I just want to think different, man. I just want to think different. I've been on a bad path that I don't want to continue going down. And luckily, I was able to pull my head out of my ass and recognize that I was going down a bad path before it actually became super negative, which is great. I mean, actually, credit where fucking credit is due, dude, because in the past, I've taken that fucking nasty thread and just run with it, and then I end up somewhere that I really don't want to be. I've always found my way back, but, it's... If I'm trying to go west, and then I accidentally run 7 miles east, then I got to take all that 7 miles just to get back to where I was, and then start going west. Whereas if I realize a mile east, oh shit, this is the wrong direction, sun not quite where it's supposed to, okay, let's go this way, then that saves me a lot of time. And that's, like, I think one of my biggest downfalls is that, god fucking damn, dude, I just get in my own way all the time. I just take my progress and throw it out the window all the time, just because, I don't know, some self-destructive, nasty habit. Yeah, but, it keeps life interesting, I suppose. But, anywho, that's what I got. So I'm off the gym until my back is better. But we're doing good. This 4,000 calories shit is nice. I'm gaining weight again, which is nice. Feeling bigger and thicker, which is nice. Getting stronger, which is nice. So now, hopefully my mind will improve as well. And I gotta start stretching, dude. I gotta do yoga, dude, because I guarantee that the reason I hurt my fucking back is because my legs were all sore and tight, and then I went in to hit a heavy deadlifts, and my body didn't know what the fuck to do. Not good. But, alright, that's all I got for this week. Thank you guys for watching. I'll keep you up to date on this whole... Oh, I'm getting a new job, too. Fuck retail. Fuck fucking retail, dude. Literally the worst job I've ever done in my life. I worked in a big-ass refrigerator for like a month, maybe, before I got sick and had to leave, and that kind of sucked. It's just, obviously cold as shit all the time because it's a building-sized refrigerator. Some rooms colder than the others, and I'm running around the whole time. They're close. Retail is the most soul-sucking, corporate, fucking dystopian, Orwellian nightmare that I've ever existed within. I worked retail for 4 years in high school at a small-town hardware, and it was nothing like this. This is terrible. It's fucking terrible. I don't know how people do it in their old age. And I see the light just absent from their eyes. There's no soul. So yeah, I am out that bitch. immediately. But all right, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. You guys have a wonderful day, night, morning, whatever you got. And with that, I'll say, Nick out.